Say savage, stay savage, your boy ShinoBeenTrill, what's poppin'? Today we are back like always. This time we're gonna be talking about Boruto, Naruto, Next Generation. I mean, we always talking about Boruto, Naruto, Next Generation. What the fuck are you talking about? But today we're gonna be talking about Sarada Uchiha. And honestly, I'm starting to get a little upset with everything that's been going on with Sarada right now. Because you guys gotta think about it, dog. We're starting to get all this fire development for Boruto. We're about to start to see Boruto excel at this rapid rate. We're about to see Boruto start to become like this amazing fucking ninja. You know, he's getting all this fucking karma seal. He's getting power up after power up and everything like that type shit. You know, we're watching Boruto progress at a rapid rate, and then we have Sarada who's kind of just in the cut, bro. Like, it's really upsetting to see Sarada not get much love right now. And you guys know we got a lot about Mitsuki. We even saw him go into his Dragon Sage mode. You know, he had the ethereal snakes and shit like that. We seen this man all like juiced up, but like for Sarada, all we got to see was her awaken her Sharingan. Now obviously she is very skilled. She has good shuriken jutsu, kenjutsu. You know, obviously she knows her fire style and stuff like that, and she has a Sharingan right off the bat. But it's like we're not watching that mature fast as we saw Sasuke, and we saw a lot of other Uchiha. You know, when you watch an Uchiha story, you know, you see that shit change in rapid succession. Now clearly we see Sarada do her share of the mission work, and we see her, you know, put in a lot of work regarding her missions and shit like that. But in terms of like her development, you know, we got this one major arc when we had, you know, Shin the Uchiha and, you know, Sakura, and then her looking for her daddy when her baby daddy issues was kind of similar to Boruto, which was her relating to that. But like even in the manga, you haven't seen too much about her. So I feel like something critical has to happen for her. Like, you know, when we see like Boruto chapter 23, we see, you know, Kawaki introduced, we see Boruto seal activates. So now we should be getting some juicy stuff behind Sarada as well. Now we know like at some point or another we're gonna see Kawaki appear in the village, and we're gonna see a lot of the focus be on him in terms of his backstory, which is something I talked about in multiple videos. Because like if you guys are used to the pattern of certain animes, you just know how things are gonna go. You know how things are gonna pan out. And now for like, you know, Sarada, I feel as though like, you know, she's gonna have to get some type of developmental tool to make her like keep up with Mitsuki as well as keep up with the boy Boruto. Because we got these two powerhouses, you know, this one has the Jogan, one has a fucking seal, then the other one, you know, he's a synthetic human and he's basically strong as fuck. He's like a baby Jesus, like off the rip. Like if you look at Mitsuki, even in like the tuning exams that's happened in the anime and stuff like that, we hear Orochimaru telling him, you know, you have to hold back. You can't show your true power. You can't show your true potential, because if you do, they won't let you stay there anymore. So, you know, you have to like, you know, put some like restraint on yourself. And the fucked up part about it is, you know, we got a lot of development for Mitsuki in terms of his emotions and like this side characteristic. But when we look at Sarada, you know, we don't see that. Like obviously we've got the emotional breakdown of her wanting to find Sasuke and wanting to know who the truth behind her parents were, because she felt like she wasn't really related to Sakura at some point due to her finding a picture of Kairi and her looking just like her. But like at the same token, you know, we don't see like this major key that's going to change like for her. Like where is Itachi's will going to be carried on? You know, obviously we had Shin talking about he wanted to carry on the will of Itachi, and that's something Sasuke wants to do. Sasuke wants to be that person that protects the village from the shadows. But you know, Sarada also has that same good heart, and she also has those same good intentions. She wants to be the next Hokage, and she wants to be the, like, you know, somebody that's very strong and very respected. But like, you know, we only see her one Tomoe in her Sharingan. You know, right now I feel as though the only thing that tragic can happen to her is something happened to Sasuke, and you know, that goes down that path and she could get his power ups through the Rinnegan or maybe his Sharingan. But then something tragic can happen to Sakura, which unlocks the Mangekyo. But even still, like, there isn't many gateways for Sarada. Like obviously she has a lot of chakra control, she has a lot of power, a lot of technique that she learned from her mother, and then she has her daddy prestigious abilities. You know, she's a very fucking prestigious woman in terms of how she handles things. She's a prodigy. You know, she picks up on stuff very well. She's very like responsible, and she's very selective about the situations. Now clearly we've seen her use a little bit of rashness in this extra episode, because her thirst for knowledge sometimes overpower her. Like if you look at the chapter 23, we saw her like want to rush behind Kashin Koji, want to know what's happening to Boruto. And one thing is obviously going to stand out here the most. We even got Sumire in the previous chapters talking about how much she liked Boruto, and now that Boruto is finally going under this transformation and stuff like that, it shows how much she cares for him, you know, and she's worried about the seal taking over him. So like I want to see what's going to happen with her. Like how is this going to pan out for her? How is her like stories going to take place? How is she honestly going to get to that strength level of keeping up with Mitsuki as well as Boruto? Because right now, you know, we starting to get all this information about Boruto, which we already knew Boruto was going to be strong off the bat. And if you're looking at the anime, we seen this man use lightning style, water style, You know, this man can walk on water early on, way before the Chunin exams even took place. You know, this stuff, we saw these people running on walls in the academy, something we saw Naruto do on his mission with Zabuza and shit like that. It was stuff like Boruto just had in advance. You know, obviously Naruto was more strong in terms of brute strength, but if you look at Boruto, Boruto learns a lot of shit. And then we have Mitsuki, who comes out of nowhere with wind style, lightning style early on in the academy, on top of the Sage Mode, which we still haven't saw too much, and he does have like a healing ninjutsu as well. So you see this man having a lot of different tools, and you see him having a lot of different SS and, like, you know, ways of going about using his ninjutsu and his techniques. But for Sarada right now, all we know is like she is strong. You know, she can focus her chakra in certain parts of her body to amplify her attacks. You know, and we know she has a Sharingan. You know, she has the Kenjutsu. Obviously, if you guys have played the Boruto game, you see her use lightning style. That's probably something that we seen inherited from Sasuke. But like outside of that, we haven't really got anything that was too dramatic in her change, in her nature. Like, what is going to be that tragic thing? Is it going to be the loss of Boruto? Is it going to be a loss of a loved one? What is going to push her over the edge? And like, obviously this chapter for Boruto played a lot on her feelings, you know, because they already tested her feelings for Boruto in the previous chapters with Sumire, when Sumire would basically like went against her, and when it's like, hey, you blase blah, you know, do you like Boruto? And he essentially was like, she was essentially like, you know, oh, Boruto likes everybody, but I don't like him or whatever. And Sumire, they say, yeah, but even then, when this Kashin Koji shit went down, you know, when Boruto activated the Karma Cell, she was like the major person worried. She was like the main person upset. You know, she was even thinking Rash, and that's something odd for her, because if you guys look back at the White Zetsu arc, with the White Zetsu appearing when, you know, the Chunin exams first started, before Yurishiki and them all popped up, we seen her being very responsible and basically giving a strategic plan to Konohamaru Sensei, saying we shouldn't split up, you know, we should all stick together, because if we went on, maybe he'll attack us because he knows we're weaker. If we stick together, we can win as a team. And that's something that we see her being very responsible, and she's not a rash person. But behind Boruto, we see her make a lot of rash decisions, and her choices and her thinking gets real questionable. So like, what the fuck is going to happen? Like, honestly, I want to see her just get this amazing power boost, but I need to see her get this character development, because we do have Sakura, who was somebody that we seen go with Lady Tsunade and train, but at the same token, we didn't get an in-depth training for Sakura. You know, she just came back and she was like super strong. We knew she was trained by Lady Tsunade. Obviously, we had bits and pieces in the show. You know, you can read Sakura's story, you can learn more about her development after she got past that point and how she got stronger. But you know, right in the anime, you know, at the same token, we didn't really see Sakura go through super hardships, and I think that's a lot of the reason why people can't relate to her and say she's useless, because, you know, obviously in the beginning she just kind of stood there and she was kind of like on guard, but at the same token, you know, eventually she was able to play her role, but that was due to Lady Tsunade's training. But at the same token, you know, we don't see like where does training come from. You know, we don't see like the backstory. We don't see what really drives her outside of her love for Sasuke, you know what I'm saying? And you know, obviously she wants to protect the village and shit, but like, you know, like we seen like Boruto have like a true hardship. His hardship was like, you know, him and his daddy having a conversation, and then we see Naruto having a very strong hardship, everybody turning their back against him. Sasuke lost his family members, versus Sakura was just kind of more so in love with Sasuke. And you know, I feel as though they should have emphasized on something about her past, something that wanted to drive her. You know, obviously she had a love rivalry with Ino, but like, you know, they're doing the same thing with Sarada right now, and Sarada is so much potential, and I want to see her go a lot further, and I don't want to see Sarada get wasted as a character. And right now I feel as though like throughout the manga and throughout like the anime, you know, we haven't seen anything true like detrimental to her like character or her development. You know, we seen things that are gonna happen. You know, we see her like play her role as like the third member, but right now, you know, we got Mitsuki, who's like a fucking powerhouse, who can do this amazing fucking shit with the Sage Mode. You know, you seen this man disappear. He even swiped Orochimaru's scroll within an instant, broke the barrier, got the fuck, and they couldn't even keep up because that man was that fast. Even Orochimaru was appalled by that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just shows how powerful he actually is. And then we have Boruto, who's just stacked, dog. He's just stacked. Like literally at this point in time, if anybody has a problem with Boruto, Boruto can honestly solve that shit himself. But if we look at the girl Sarada, you know, she's having a little bit of trouble keeping up with that new generation flair. Like clearly she's a lot stronger than Sakura was early on, and she's way more useful in terms of like strategic play and shit like that. But like right now, I need some more stuff behind her. Maybe after the tuning exams and stuff take place, that can go down. But I want to see Sarada have like another major role outside of the Shin arc. You know, obviously that was like the guiding, and you know, that was connection with her and Naruto, and showing how like she's gonna want to strive to be like the Hokage even more. But I feel as though I want to see a lot more come out of her character. Let me know your personal thoughts and your personal opinions on the girl Sarada Uchiha. Let me know what you think is going to happen for her in the future. Also, Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily content. With that being said, you know, if you guys have any topics that you guys want to see me cover, make sure you leave those in the comment section down below as well. Don't forget to share the video. And until next time, my name is ShinoBeenTrill. Stay true and stay real. And until next time, see you guys later. Bye.